We made 7 figures by the age of 23 with the window cleaning business, and we were full-time students in college. Now, we started out as a side hustle to make money on the side, eventually scaled into a full business with employees, managers, and a couple thousand customers. Now let's go back to 2017, back when me and Johnny were broke college students, honestly, and we were working minimum wage jobs. We believed in ourselves and we thought maybe we could start a business and make our own money. And as we experimented, we did FBA, we did drop shipping, we even started our own clothing line, but none of that worked. And what really stuck was cleaning windows. Okay, now the very first thing we did was we went on YouTube and we learned how to sell and how to clean a window. After learning that, we both spent $75 on some equipment from Amazon and we hit the ground running. We went door to door at a couple of local liquor stores, donut shops, any kind of storefront we could find. And our very first job was actually this liquor store right here behind me, and we did it completely free, and it took us about half an hour, and it was great practice for our first job. Now, this donut shop right here is our first paying job where we actually got paid in donuts. Yeah, I know, donuts. And this took another 30 minutes, and it was more great practice for us. And who doesn't love free donuts?
So to pick up where Sergio left off, we actually did $5,000 of revenue our first summer, which is, looking back on it, was like nothing. It was less than minimum wage because keep in mind we still had equipment to pay for, and me and Sergio had to split it after that. So really we made like maybe $1,000 the whole summer each, but still it was super fulfilling and it was super fun. We learned a ton, but we realized we needed to make money. So the path we saw to making the most money with the window cleaning business was residential window cleaning. So we started talking and brainstorming how do we get into residential window cleaning? Well, I was out knocking on storefronts trying to get more customers for us when I saw a maid van drive by, and I was like, I wonder if they clean windows. Looked it up on Yelp. Most of them didn't clean windows. Come to find out, they don't clean windows because you have to carry insurance for it and workers' comp, etc. So I was like, oh, perfect. If I call them, maybe they can give me some window cleaning work. Call the top 2 off of Yelp, and lo and behold, I told them, hey, I'll give you 15% for any window cleaning job you refer us. They said, boom, let's do it. We're in business. We started getting some residential customers that way. And we talked with one of the owners, and she told us, you guys need to make a Yelp and a Google My Business, and you need to get reviews on there. And so we're like, okay, let's do that. And we started asking all our customers for reviews, and slowly but surely we started to rise through the ranks of Google My Business and Yelp organically. And then we were one of the top window cleaning companies as far as reviews go, just by me and Sergio being in the field asking these people for reviews. Through those learnings, we realized people love to talk about themselves, and we wanted to learn how to get more reviews faster because we saw what the reviews were doing. So we got something called Nice Job, put it on our website, and we started to get even more reviews. In just a year, we went from 10 reviews to adding 200 reviews in probably a year. And so that took us to the #1 spot. Google My Business, Yelp, #1. And so that just allowed so much organic traffic to our phones, to our website, to get quotes. And we're just getting so many leads, and we're booking jobs. Going from the $5,000 summer, the next summer, as we were still learning all this stuff, we did about 25 grand. And then the next summer, when we implemented everything, we did about 50 grand in just the summer. So we were doubling every year, at bare minimum doubling. So with all those leads pouring into our phones and our website, me and Sergio can handle it all. We were in the field answering phone calls while cleaning windows, getting 10 to 12 calls a day. So with all these phone calls and all these leads coming to our website and our phone, we needed more help because we needed to take on more jobs to make more money. So we hired our friend from college. Shout out to you, Joe, if you're watching this. And we hired him, trained him up, and we started taking on more and more jobs. But still, we're full-time college students, keep in mind. So we're still working on the weekends. And going into 2020, we had done $50,000 in that summer, and we wanted to do 200K in 2020. And so we're all excited. We're stacking up all this money. We have all this money in the bank. We're ready to deploy it, buy some trucks, and just grow the business. We want to hit 200K in sales, hire an office person, do all this crazy stuff. And then COVID hit. And COVID was just a crushing blow to us because nobody wanted anybody in their house, for one. 2, it was raining, and nobody gets their windows cleaned when it's raining here in Southern California. So it was like 2 weeks of rain plus COVID. We were stressing out. We were running out of cash, and we didn't know what to do. We didn't know if we should go get jobs. Sergio was about to graduate, and everything was kind of up in the air, and we just decided, you know what, we're not quitters. We're gonna hit the gas, we're gonna turn on some ad spend, and maybe we get some jobs. And lo and behold, people were stuck at home and they wanted their windows cleaned. After that, we just blew up. We went from a RAV4 to our first truck. We got the truck wrapped, we bought our second truck. We had a team of, by the end of 2020, we had a team of like 8 guys. We were in the process of getting our third, and it was just an amazing year. We really blew up. Reviews accelerated. Now we're the #1 company in Orange County for residential window cleaning, especially in North Orange County. And going into 2021, we wanted to do the same type of growth, but even crazier. And then we get into 2021 with the goal to hit $700,000 in sales from 200. And most of you don't know, a service-based business is really hard to grow that quick because it's not something where we can create it once and sell it a bunch of times. It's, if we want to make more money, we have to hire more people. So we're getting everything ready. Every year we have a slow season. January and February, me and Sergio take the time to plan everything and basically get our strategy in order to implement going into the 10-month season from March to December. So with the goal to hit 700K, we're at 2 trucks. We probably had a team of, it always fluctuates, right? Guys leave during slow season, add new guys on. So we probably had a team of like 5 guys coming into it. And something crazy happened where somebody I knew reached out to me and said, hey, I know somebody who wants to sell their window cleaning business. It just so happened I've been consuming a ton of content on acquiring businesses and buying businesses. So I was like, let's take a look at it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? They say they don't want to do a deal. Okay, so what? Go and meet with the guy. He's an older gentleman, and he wants to retire. He's been working in the field for the past 30 years. So part of that deal was he had 2 universities, one of them being Chapman University, which is directly behind me right now. And it was interesting because the guy that we bought the business, ended up buying the business from, wasn't pricing his jobs correctly to industry standard. So it didn't make sense for us to give him a big lump sum of cash because he wasn't pricing correctly. And because of the way we were paying our employees at the time, it didn't make sense for us to give him that cash because it wouldn't be fair to our employees at the time. So we said, we'll give you $1,000 down in goodwill, and then we'll give you a commission off of every job that converts to an Orange window cleaning customer. It took a couple months to convince him, but eventually we ended up closing on the deal and we bought a $250,000 a year window cleaning business for only $1,000. So after closing that deal, it instantly doubled us overnight. So we had to figure out how to fulfill all the jobs, especially because we had the 2 universities going at the same time. So we had the Chapman and then another university going at the same time. Plus we had to do another 3 trucks worth of residential with only 6 guys. So how are we gonna do that? Well, we started subcontracting, meaning we started having other window cleaning companies who already had their own trucks, their own employees, their own equipment, and we started subcontracting them out to take on these jobs for us, and we would pay them 50% of the job and we would keep 50. Well, that ended up being a really, really good gig for us because it was less headache for us, less overhead, right? We didn't have to pay for any truck maintenance, any new equipment, truck wraps, buy new trucks, just to add more revenue for us. So we ended up switching the business completely to subcontracting, and we got up to about 5 subcontractors all throughout 2021, and then we ended up hitting just under $700,000 a year that year. And then going into 2022, we're now, the goal is 1 million this year, and we're switching back to W-2. So we brought in a full-time operator who was a subcontractor for us, and he's tasked with growing the business and bringing all the guys in. And so as of March 1, we'll be starting with 8 W-2 employees. So 4 trucks, 8 W-2 employees. Each truck does about $20,000 to $25,000 a month. So you do the math, anywhere between $80,000 to $100,000 a month starting in March. So the goal is to hit 1 million. If you want to follow us for the journey and you want to see us hit that 1 million, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell so you get notified every video we post. We're going to be making more content like this, kind of documenting the journey and just giving tips and advice and all about the window cleaning business, really. So if you guys are interested in that, then again, like, subscribe, notification bell. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.